Today we will be looking at making the best mystical agriculture farm in all the mods 10. So to start off with, we're going to make a small little farm and expand it from there. Now, what I want to do is put down a harvest pylon, and you can waterlog it just like this. So this is now waterlogged, meaning that you can use a hoe just like this. If you've got the seed on your bar, the hoe will actually plant the seed for you. And we are actually not going to do the regular 9x9. What we're going to do is we're going to do a checkered pattern, just like this. Now, you need 40 seeds to do this, so you have to already have some Inferium. You got to mine the Inferium, and you can find it in the overworld, but you find a lot of it in the end. So, once you've planted down all of your Inferium seeds, you are going to need to put down, on top of the harvest pylon, a inventory. And before you do that, you want to put a hoe inside as well. So in this case, I'm just going to use this diamond hoe that I've got. You also need to change this. It starts off as a 3x3. 3x3 means these blocks right here. 1, 2, 3 by 3. 5x5 means it goes out another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it does this entire area. 7x7, again, it goes out one more. And then finally, 9x9, it goes all the way out to here. Now, we're going to put a chest on top, just like this, and you will see all of those get harvested, and they get put into the chest above. You might not want one of these chests right here, so we can get rid of this, and we can use a dimensional chest. The dimensional chest can be linked to another dimensional chest. This is basically an ender chest that you're used to from previous all the mods. This is the only mod right now which has ender chests. And when I say ender chests, I mean chests that are like conjoined, linked. So this is a very handy chest to use because it can transport all of the Inferium straight into your system. As long as your system is pulling out of the other dimensional chest quick enough, you should be fine. So moving on from there, you might have noticed in here I had a few items. So I've got an unobtainium hoe right here, and I've got some red fertilizer. So the unobtainium hoe is purely to replace the diamond hoe that we've got right here. So the reason that we want to replace the diamond hoe is because the diamond hoe has got durability. The unobtainium hoe has not got durability. You could technically stop at all the modium, but you might as well go all the way because fancy. Right, now that's in place, we can put a dimensional chest back on top. And these aren't growing very quickly. Now what we can do is we can add red fertilizer to all of these crops just like this. And now that we've added red fertilizer, these do grow slightly quicker. If that's not good enough for you, the reason that we've done it in this checkerboard pattern is because we've got growth accelerators now from Applied Energistics. I don't know if it was this update or if it was another update, but now growth accelerators work on plants and they also work on trees. So what we're going to do, you can see some of these are already starting to grow, is we're going to put a growth accelerator around each one of the seeds. So we're going to do something like this, but we're going to do it for every single seed that we see right here. Now they can be using the same one. So this one here can be providing growth ticks to this one, this one, this one, and this one at the same time. So the ones on the edge, this one here is only providing a growth tick to this one here, but that is okay in this situation because that means that this gets 4. When I place these two down, this one gets 4. When I place this one over here down, this one gets 4, and this one gets 4. So all of these get 4, and we want to place these all over our farm. Growth accelerators are actually sided, and that is important. So make sure you place them on the grass blocks like I'm doing right here. It will make sense in a second. And there we go. We've got ourselves a mystical farm with growth accelerators around it. And it's not going very quickly. And that's because these need power. Now, you can either power these by using some cables. So you can slap a load of cables on top of these and then use a energy acceptor or something like that. Or you can use one of these crystal resonant generator. This is new in 1.21. And what this one does is it provides power. Now you can see this is now flashing and it's got the little bit of lightning coming off of it. And it has caused this one to grow. Now, each one of these crystal resonance generators do provide enough power to power 2 of the growth accelerators. In this situation, though, we're just going to slap one on the top of each of these because it looks amazing. And just like that, we've now got a farm that you can see is actually running quite quickly. You can see all of these growing relatively quickly. Now, to take it one step further than this, the way that we could do that is there is crop supports. When placed on soil or dirt, this will improve the growth speed of any crop or tree that grows there. Sneak right click with a logistics configurator to detach them. So what we can do with this is we can place these all over the farm again. And that is increasing the speed of the crops even more. And finally, the last way currently to increase the speed of a specific crop. So we're going to pick, let's pick the one that is right here. So if we go right, I think so there to there. So this one right here is the one that we want to increase in speed. Now what you want to do with this is you want to get yourself 12 Inferium growth accelerators, 12 Prudentium, 12 Tertium, 12 Imperium, and 12 Supremium. There is also Awakened Supremium, but I can't get those right now, and I'm doing all of this in survival right now. All you want to do is you want to build down with your Imperium 12. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now what you want to do is build down 12 with your Prudentium, and then you want to do Tertium, and then Imperium, and then Supremium. So we've put those in right now, and you can vaguely see that this one here is growing a little bit quicker than the rest of them. You can see that between this one does seem to grow near enough quicker. It depends on the growth ticks, right? So sometimes it will look like it's not. Sometimes it will look like it's just super speedy. So there we go. There's one more thing that you could do to speed up growth ticks right now. There might be additions to the pack, such as Reliquary, which will add the Lily Pads of Fertility that a lot of people are used to. Lily Pads of Fertility will increase the growth yield. There's other stuff. There's stuff like the Ars Nouveau Overgrowth tablet that you could use. From what I've done in my testing, it doesn't seem to work right now with Mystical Seeds. So that might be by design. There's also something which has been disabled since All the Mods 9, and that is the watering can in a modular router with an activator module. Now, previously what you would do is you would get the modular router, you would stick it right in the middle like that. You would then use the activator module and you'd say, you know, activate it down just like this. You put the watering can in there. And then you would put this one in and tell it to activate using the watering can. This is disabled by default. I will show you how to change that in the config right now. So in the Mystical Agriculture-common.toml, which you can find in this case is in my CurseForge Minecraft instance, all the mods 10 configs, and then Mystical Agriculture-common.toml. When you open this one up, you will see that there's a few different things that you can set in here. So one of the things is right down here. Should fake players be able to use watering cans? Technically, the modular router is counted as a fake player. So is the Just Dire Things clicker. So if you think that you can get around it by using the Just Dire Things clicker, that doesn't work either. We've all tried it. So, but what you can do is you can come in here. You go to fake players, watering can. You can turn that to true, just like this. And it will start using the watering can from Mystical Agriculture. I'm actually going to just leave that as false, but that will allow this, as long as you've reloaded your game, so it's got the new common.toml, then yeah, this will start using the watering can on the dimensional chest below it, which means that it will water this entire area. If you do not want to set the toml or the config file for this, then please don't have this out in the world because it causes a lot of lag. An activator module, which doesn't have anything to do, but is being told to do stuff, will cause some lag. So that's just something to bear in mind. You can sit here and you can use the watering can. We get rid of this right here, and we can just do it just like this. Shift and then right click. And you can see that these do tend to grow quite quickly. There's also a second config that you can change. The second set of changes that you can make is to the pylon-server.toml. Now, what this does is if you go down to harvester pylons, like we've got right here, and you go to harvest work delay, change this to 10 from 60. And that means every half a second, the harvester pylon will try and harvest and go and harvest everything for you. So if you've got a super quick, like you've put the Mystical Agriculture growth accelerators on all of your farmland that you've got, and your seed grows quicker than half a second, quicker than 10 ticks, then that means that the harvester pylon can come along and quickly snap it up before it moves on to the next set. Again, I'm not going to do this because I'm not actually going to change any of the configs for my Let's Play. I mean, technically, there's nothing to stop you from having something led on your shift key and having something led on your right click button and then going out for a bit. So that is one way that you could do it to get your farms going a bit quicker. The Supremium watering can does cover this entire area, so you are set if you use one of these, and it does actually increase the yield quite a bit. So if you do want to get more and more Inferium, that's one way to do it. The best way to get Inferium, though, is with bees. Now, if you would like to see a guide on bees, specifically how to get the Mystical Agriculture bees, let me know in the comments, and I will make that as a short tutorial for everybody. And now that the sun has set, let's call it here. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like and all of that stuff. Bye.